Hey, everybody, welcome to another episode of Pocket Change. And I think it's episode 9 of Pick and Pass.
Something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll just pick it. It'll see the number up top. You'll know that before you even click it. All right, everybody.
You have changed where the monkey hangs.
Now I moved the camera. It was over here. It was like over there. Oh, no, it's the same monkey. Or is it?
You move where is that?
No, that's a different monkey.
Hey.
Turn shit up. I got a mess. I got a total mess.
No worse than mine, man.
It's the brown monkey. You stand the white monkey.
Oh. They fell off.
Look at you, hug. I'm too fat.
If you need a hug, are you going to be selling those monkeys at some point?
Hey, these are Pick and Pass since you brought them up. That's what we're going to do.
Okay. Stuffed monkeys.
Stuffed howler monkeys.
Okay.
Hey, everybody. I'm Mr. Monkey.
All right. Let's do it.
All right. So our first one's, you know what? We didn't plan this like we did the last time. So.
Headphones are sticking my hair up.
Can you just hang out there for the rest of the show?
I doubt it.
I wouldn't plan on doing a monkey, but you're right. Monkey the web car. All right. Let's quit monkeying around and get to Pick and Pass.
Sounds like a plan.
You want to go first?
Sure, I'll go first. All right, my first item. This is not for sale. I've thought about getting some of these to sell, which is a great thing to do for Pick or Pass, because if you're looking to get these to sell, knowing the sell-through rate ahead of time will tell you whether or not you should buy any.
There you go.
So we're going to make sure that we predict before we
Yes. What's on your hand?
start looking everything up. Paint.
Oh, okay.
All right,
yeah.
so Willow Trace, they're very popular, but do they resell well on eBay? So
I have some. I've sold some.
I have some as well. I have not sold any because I'm not going to sell the ones my wife has collected, but I've seen them to buy and to get in, even in lots before.
Yeah, me too. That's right. I got a lot of them.
You wonder, are they good? They seem to sell well, and women seem to buy them a lot. No offense, ladies, if you're listening, but men don't tend to look for stuff like this to set around it. If your husband is collecting these, you need to be worried. He might leave you for a man. I'm just saying. He might
be a serial killer. That might be a better way to go with that.
No. He's probably a little light.
Faceless people. I mean,
which is
kind of weird.
Nothing wrong with it if he is. Just know he's not going to stay married to you long, ladies, if he's actually collecting these.
Okay, that's a good. Throw that out there to the community.
Sorry. True.
Now we might actually get some comments.
But so what's your prediction, Benz? Are these a
I
good
think they
item?
are a down.
I'm going to say that more than likely they're a down too. I've been sourcing for over a year now, and I've seen these, and I think they probably sell decent when they sell, but I don't think they've got a good sell-through rate. I think they're probably like your indigenous art. There's money to be made in them, but I think you're going to have a lot of them, and I think you're going to sell one every few months.
Okay, so let's look it up. Not specific, just Willow Tree in general.
Yeah, Willow Tree.
Sure. Willow Tree figurines. Sure. Put in Willow Tree figurines, they come up with 22,000 results.
Okay.
Available for sale. Sold 4,700. That's better than I was thinking.
Yeah, that is actually better than I was thinking. So let's go over here. 4,000 divided by 22,000. That's at 18%, 18.18. It's right there on the cusp of what we generally the lower end of what we like to see. So maybe they're not as bad. I thought they would be a terrible.
There's the
I
one
was
you were
actually
just showing
figuring,
right here. Willow Tree brother and sister
yep,
figurine. $19.99 plus $8 plus $9 shipping. That
yeah.
seems to be
So
more one of the higher price ones. Most of them are looking 6, 7, 8, 10. But there are definitely like the Nativity scheme looks like a good deal. Doesn't look like you should do an auction. Don't start it for $1.
yeah, I don't think I'd do an auction on these. There's just too many out there.
Unless like this person, they started the auction at $18, and that's what they wanted to get out of it, minimum.
So maybe not so bad. If you find them in lots and can buy them, looks like for less than $1 to $1 a piece. I wouldn't go over $1 a piece on each one. You're probably gonna come out all right, especially if you get one that's $20 to $25. But it does look like most of them sell for around $6 to $7. There's a
Yeah.
5, but I would say $6 to $10. I think would be safe. So you definitely want to buy them in lots, and you definitely want to get them for less than $1 or less. That's what you want to get, $1 or less per one. So if you're at a yard sale and you see a bunch of them, pick them all up and see if you can give them 50 cents a piece for each one of them. That's a whole lot better deal. So, yeah, hey, we were both wrong. They do sell, but I was expecting it to be more around 9%. Instead, it was double at 18. So
Yeah.
pretty good.
All right. So my pick and pass this time is I bought this cigar holder. $2.
I take the sticker off before I
Oh, I
listed it.
definitely will. Real leather, made in Britain. Made in GP Britain.
I'm going to say pick on those.
Yeah.
I'm going to say pick.
I'm going to say pick 2 since I picked it. Huh.
I think cigar cases now, I think they're going to be less than we think online listed. But I think the sell through is going to be somewhere around, I'm going to say 22 to 25%. We'll see how far off I am. And I haven't looked these up.
All right. I haven't either. Put it in cigar cases. Looks like cigarette cases. It auto-filled it. Okay. Let's, they want to look that stuff up ahead of time, so I don't like such an idiot. Can't spell worth a shit. All right. So I put in cigar case leather. There's 546 of them. There are different types. Now, all over the gambit in price, $12 to $100.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should put 3 cigar case. I don't know.
You said there's 500 of them. Well, I think cigar cases. You said there's 500 what?
546.
546. Okay, let's check solds.
Never mind. That was the sold.
Okay, so there's 546 sold.
Or maybe it wasn't. There's 544 sold. 2,600 available.
546 divided by 2,600.
Yep. 25%.
0.21.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't far off, ladies and gentlemen. And because I was like, I don't think there's going to be too many of them, but I think there's going to be. So it's 2,200 on eBay. That's honestly a low item. It's not uncommon for us to see 50,000, 100,000 of any one item, especially smaller items. So to only have 2,600 available to sell 546, that's pretty good. That is well within the acceptable range. So if you come across these cigar holders, cigar carrying pouches, storage boxes, humidors.
Like this is probably like $20 or maybe a little more because it's made in England. I don't know. I don't see one just like it.
No, there's some other leather ones there. So, I would say probably 20 to $30 on the one you got.
Yeah. All right.
So you definitely, so what do we want to say there? We'll say 25.
Yeah, I think it's a pack. I think it's a good, my idea of the sell-through rate and yours are different. I think everything eventually sells. I do think the better sell-through rate, quicker it's going to sell.
Well, absolutely. But you and I both know that you're not going to get the glorious 233% like you got on those radios every
I
time.
haven't even took.
You want to shoot for, what is it, 50%, but the acceptable range you and I try to look for picking things and sourcing is between 20 and 50. That's where
20
we
and up.
want to be. 20 and up. Yeah, 20 and up. That's the same thing. But um if you can get over 50, great. But what you're going to see most time that you're going to pick up that you're going to actually gonna make on money on is going to be 20 to 50. So if you're in that range, the cigar case at 21 definitely is, it's still on the bottom end of that range, but it's definitely pick up. Based on the prices we saw and the souls we saw, you need to pick those up for around $6 or less. So Ben's did great picking that up for $2, and so he's going to stands to make quite a bit of money on it, percentage wise. Not going to get rich off a $120 to $30 sale, but
No,
it's going to be it's a great find actually.
that is picker pass for the first two items. I think you're both picks this time. You think? Maybe.
I think those were both picks. All right, so my next item,
All right. What do you got?
I've got Harley chips. So every Harley Davidson rider generally collects these. So these are, and this just happens to be one from a biker church that I got, but I've got some multiple ones on them. But they're little poker chips from poker runs. They're Harley chips. There's several different names that they're called, but these little chips, and I'm gonna say pick. I'm gonna say pick. I'm giving a thumbs up on it. But
Yeah,
I'm gonna make
it looked interesting. It looks like something cool to collect.
I'm gonna make a prediction that probably there's a ton of them out there, and the sell through rate's probably gonna be around. Well, I'm gonna say pick, just because it's one of those things like you're indigenous artist to you. These are to me, but if I had to guess, I'm probably gonna say that the sell through rate is probably around 12 to 15%. Let's see how close I am. My predictions.
I think you looked all this up ahead of time. You're going to be exactly right. So, good plan.
I guessed on your item. How would I do that?
I'm just kidding. I have no idea. You're making me laugh. I would say for me, they're not a pick because it's not something I am not into riding motorcycles. They remind me of like the coins that people like wear in the military coins, stuff like that.
Well,
So,
they sort of are.
Oh.
It's similar.
I don't like to get into the military stuff. I don't like to get into the Harley stuff either. So for me personally, I'm going to say they're a path, but probably about 10% sell through
So
rate.
let's
maybe a
look
little
them up
better.
and see where we're at.
You're
You looking them
talking.
up?
Okay. You were talking and puffing at the same time. It was freaking me out. Like you're talking through your nose.
Well, I got to make sure I vape enough.
Yeah. I think that was sarcastic, but 12,000 Harley chip, 12,000 plus.
Okay.
It looked like they run
I'm surprised at the price on them.
pretty cheap.
Well, you're getting 4 of them there for $6.75, $7. There's a bunch but there's only 2 for $7. So it's going to depend on where it's from, but we'll say 4 for $7. So about $1 a piece. So how many sold?
3,100.
Okay, 3,100. And how many did we say was on there?
Yeah, that's your part of the job. I just look it up. 12,000. How about?
I was
20%?
wrong. That is a 25.83%. So
Yeah.
that's actually way better. That's twice what I thought, actually.
So let's go souls and see what there's a whole different gambit of them for $50. Tampa. I can go pick them up. They look like they were
felt pretty good. Yeah.
10. Guess it really does matter where it's from, right? So
it does.
Bahamas.
I would say you're great to pick them up for $3 or less each. We did see some that were lotted in 4s for $7 as we were seeing listing, but you're looking at these, they're selling for single. Yeah, $7 a piece. So, you really need to look where they're from. If they're from somewhere special, then yeah, that's going to raise the price.
$6.25. I would say I wouldn't pay more than $1 for them by the time there's fees and everything. But
This is one of those things like, what was the other item we had? Oh, the bells that you had.
yeah,
This is one of those items that people collect them. They
Yeah.
go someplace, they forget to get one, and every Harley rider's dream basically is to go to every Harley dealership they can go and to every poker run they can go to. So it's a kind of a badge of where you've been. I would say if we looked it up, I would say probably the Sturgis one is a very coveted one. It may run $10 to $15
yeah.
piece. You found one from that. What was it? You had something from you had a Harley shirt from the Harley
England.
dealer in England.
Those are in the garage. I need to list them.
That would probably be, if you had the poker chip from there, probably worth a whole lot of money.
Yeah. And probably ones, the dealerships that are closed, just like the shirts, probably.
Yeah.
That are worth more. All right. So I wasn't going to do it, but as we joked around at the beginning. No, I'm kidding. I'm just joking around.
You can do the monkey. I'm going to pass on the monkey.
Mortar and pestle.
Oh, that's
Wooden one. Because the one I happen to have is wood.
Okay, I'm gonna say a 3% sell through rate and a pass.
I say it's a pick, and I'm going to say it's more than 20%. Let's find out.
Okay, let's find
So
out.
I would say search. Well, the first book. Yeah, okay. I didn't go any further than the search. All right. So I put a mortar, pestle, wood, right? But the very first one, not wood, but the rest of them are. So I bought that for $1 because I like to spend $1.
You love things for $1.
And that's very similar to this kind of one here. A little different, but all right. So there's 273 sold. Because I did go back next time. So 2,300 listed. So it's like 10%.
11.8.
All right. Well, it's better than the indigenous art.
Better than what I thought, but yes, it's definitely better than the indigenous art. But I was right on pass.
No, it's a pick.
But if you're gonna pick these up, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like you need to pick them up for like less than $5.
Yeah.
Just from what we're seeing here on the screen.
There's two in general. 10,000 plus of them, not just wood ones. See if that's going to make it worse. 1,200. About the same. 12% sell. You're right.
Yep, 0.12 exactly.
Yeah.
About the same. Doesn't matter if it's wood or stone. I think wood would be easier to ship, but if y'all want to pick up stone ones, you can ship those too.
I just exit this. It just goes away then. Okay. That's easier.
Okay.
I'm learning as we go. So they're going back, unclicking, doing a click, get rid of the thing.
All right. So we've had our items for this episode. We had the Willow Tree things, which 18%. And what did we say the price to get them at was?
$1.
Probably less than $1. But they sell okay at 18%. Then you had the
Cigar box,
which was a 21%. So that was actually
they sell like $20 to $30 for something like this.
Yeah, so you wanted to pick them up for $5 or less, or I think I said $8 or less, $7 or less. So you did great there with your two. And then I had the poker chips, which you need to be careful where they're from. The one I've got in my hand here is probably not. It's probably a 25% item. Ben said buy them for less than $1.
Where's that one from?
This is a biker church here in North Carolina, so in Burlington. So it's probably not worth as much as some of the others I've got from some of the Harley dealers and poker runs that I've been on and that kind of thing. But so it depends on where you get them. But they're worth anywhere from 50 cents to $7. So You really need to get those for less than $1 a piece too. Some of them can be on up. And then you had the
So, but there's only one biker church one that was sold, and it sold for $10 plus $5 shipping.
that's
And
pretty
there's
good. I
zero
guess.
list. So maybe there's a niche there.
Maybe it is. But then you had the Mortar and Pestle, and we found out that was around a
Grind it up.
12% sell through rate, and we said you really need to get that for, you know,
What?
yeah, well, I mean, you can go a little bit more than that, but I wouldn't go much more.
I'm
than that.
10 times my money. So it's $17, so I pay $1.70. But I'm cheap. You shaking your head? I'm shaking my head. So we locked up. Yeah. We locked up, people. What is ghost? You don't hurt me no more. I'm gonna get that song.
So not bad, not greatest picker pass we've had, but these are some of the more common items you'll see at yard sales too. That's you're gonna see them, especially in a estate sale. You may see a bunch of these. You may see a bunch of these. Better not drop it. You may see some mortar pestles like he showed. You know, I mean, you're gonna see these are common yard sale items that we did. We just did. So, I mean, there you go. I wouldn't pick up any more than pedestals at 12%.
Yeah. So you got to do what you got to do, right? I'm gonna keep picking up crap I shouldn't be picking up because I like it. If I like it, I'm buying it, and then I'll figure out what to do with it. I'm not running another storage unit. No, I'm just kidding. I got to sell some of the stuff. So hey, go to Stevie J Ben's Find, pick some stuff up. I'll give you a heck of a deal. Hey man, my week's been going great. I've been listening like crazy and it's been selling like crazy. I packed 9 things before this show.
Sweet.
I talked about it last week, or in the last show, that I got those $60 for 79 video games. I sold 4 of the video games, and I have made $63. So I'm $3 up, broke even, and now I've got 75 more to sell. Probably sold 4 best sorts, but just saying, it's paid for itself. Now,
That's
profit. Heck yeah. I got me a new burpee hat.
And if you're looking for a 24-inch Tomorrowland, boy, let me know. Let me know. Huh?
I'll be your 24-inch Tomorrowland boy. We might have to do it 47 times, but I'll be.
Anyway, should we end this one before it goes south real quick?
Thanks for stopping by. Have a wonderful week. We'll see you.